Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set. 390.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run.
Red Delta.
He's coming, double up.
Q.
Motion.
Orange 5-4.
58, boy, 58. 58, Mike.
We ain't giving up. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
58 to Mike. Check.
300.
On first and 10, Rivers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Keep it skinny. 300.
After the sack on first down, Rivers, Hunter Henry brings it in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Mike, 5-9.
White.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check the backer.
Hey, 0. Check 20. Keep it behind.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because...
Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. Touchdown, L.A. Travis Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Bears in good field position to start out, 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's just
Hey, 18.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mike Davis with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
kill, turn it up. Kill, turn it up.
Now Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Hey, ball.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
In your face.
18, 18. Check, check, check.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go play action with Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Come on, 180.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Check 43.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Alpha!
58 to Mike, 58. Get on!
They go play action. Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Set! 390!
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Alpha! Left!
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Is that 180? Hey, bro, 80!
You mine.
58, come on.
Left.
Watch the run. Hey, they're running it.
Hey, foxtrot. Against the mic.
Rivers now from the 50. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Buckle it up. Load it.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right?
Load it.
58, boys, 58.
Go.
55.
God.
Throwing Rivers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23.
First down, Chargers.
A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Second and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action now. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
You better free. I'm letting you know right now, you better free. Buckle it up. Run 80. Hey, Delta.
Showing it.
Hey.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Rivers now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, Rivers again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. To throw, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first down throw here for Rivers. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Red Delta! Bravo!
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Load it!
Give me some.
Load it!
Give me some.
Cluster right.
58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike.
Cluster.
58. Right over there. Yeah.
Rivers again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Rivers to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now a deep blow there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. There he goes left side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Davis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Ready? 52. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check nickel. Move.
Check 50. Check 50.
They'll run it again here with Davis. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
42. We own them.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 40.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you. Kill. One. Watch it.
Under 10. 10.
1st down, a run with Cohen. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First down, and they stick with Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Play fake, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll return it from the 6. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
At the 9-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Crunch time, defense.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it. Is seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why I ended up having to go one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Rivers, he leads to Eckler on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Run 80. Start.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Derwin James, an All-Pro as a rookie last year, up from his safety spot to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check it out, read.
Lock in, lock in.
Again, it's Cohen. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Let's go, baby. Then turn over. Get that ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
58, right over there, right over there.
First down, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 58. Come on.
Throwing, Rivers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. On 3rd down, Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. The 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lights 59. Lights 59.
Wait, 89.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, Chargers.
third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one, because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Davis. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Wide, get wide. Alert.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
A first down carry for Davis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check. First down. Alert. Slam.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Davis. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Sit 180. 180. Time is up. Night. Hey, go orange.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bears, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.